What's going on, everybody? Just wanted to say what's going on. Today's a big day, big debates coming up. Want to know your thoughts on everything going on in the debate. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to link this on Twitter so people can come join us. Wanted to answer all your questions and go over the debates. So let me go ahead and let everybody on Twitter know about this. Boom, boom. Join me here. All right, then we'll get right into it, what I think is going to happen at the debate, and also we can have you guys chime in. Debates are awesome. I always like watching debates, man. I remember watching the whole debates with Romney and Biden, where Romney got beat down. Romney and Obama, where Romney got beat down. Romney, I think that cost him the actual election. That and the 50% comment really hurt him more than it helped him. But my opinion on the debates, well, number one is there's a lot of crazy things going on in that Joe Biden is not wanting to submit to a drug test. As someone who probably should be drug tested, I do think the guy's amped up on amphetamines and whatever else it takes to get his old senile ass out of bed. Look, I mean, in Biden's heyday, aside from him being a raging racist who was against ending segregation, I thought Biden was hilarious. I thought he was funny, and I always joked around that I think Biden is the kind of guy I'd want to have a beer with because he'd say really funny stuff. Do I agree with his politics? I don't even know what his politics are. They're wherever his party wants him to be. Biden goes with the flow. And that's why he was perfect for Obama. He just kind of sat in the background, made stupid comments, and he's likable. He's a bit creepy, but nonetheless, it's kind of sad to see Biden's cognitive decline in the past couple of years. Biden used to be quick, witty, funny, and now he's just like that weird old guy who just says weird stuff. Whereas Trump is Trump. You either love him or you hate him. Me, I'm not really a love or hate him guy. I don't think I like him too much as a person, but so far, I do think he's done a pretty good job. As far as international affairs are concerned, I think he's done really well with the Mideast peace. No new wars, bringing troops home. I think that's a huge part of what a president should do. But what do I think will happen during the debates? I think Biden is going to surprise a lot of us. I think he's going to overperform because we've set the bar so low. I think Biden is going to, and again, another thing they didn't want to do is Trump actually asked for them to inspect his ear for an earpiece because they think he's going to be being fed information on how to answer these questions and how to debate Trump. I don't know about that. But I do think Biden is going to do better than we thought he would. And I think it's actually going to be a good debate. Biden, if I recall, Paul Ryan versus Biden back in the day. Dude, Biden ate that dude's lunch. Now, Paul Ryan wasn't the greatest debater. However, Biden literally ate that kid's lunch. He took him out to the trash can, man. Like, Biden completely destroyed Paul Ryan. So Biden, even with cognitive decline, you drug him up enough, give him some amphetamines, dude's going to do a good job. I think it's going to be an interesting debate. I think it's going to be hard because of Trump's momentum. Trump's been doing a bunch of rallies. Now, as someone who does public speaking engagements, as someone who's in front of crowds all the time, I will tell you, when you take 2 to 3 months off of speaking in front of a university class, in front of a crowd, or even just in front of a group of 10 people at a gym seminar, when you take time off from that and you come back, it's really hard. You got to click back into the zone. You got to click back into the mode, so to speak. When you go to trade shows, it's one thing if you do 2 trade shows a month apart, you're going to be much better at that trade show than you were, let's say, if you were to do a trade show after, well, let's say now. I haven't been to a trade show since, well, the Olympia last year. However, I've been doing a ton of events, so I'll be fine. But you get what I'm saying. Basically, Biden is out of practice. So I think it's a possibility that he does really terribly on the first one and completely annihilates the second and third. It's also a very good possibility that he embarrasses himself greatly. However, here's the thing about the debates. I don't think anybody's watching it because they need to make a decision. I don't think there's any undecided voters this year. I think you're either on the Trump train or you're not. You're either voting for Trump or you're voting against Trump. I see very few people with Biden as their first choice. Biden is what they have. He's not Trump. The guy is simply running on not being Trump, which honestly, I'll be real, 100% real. All you MAGA people who think I'm an over-the-top conservative Republican, I'm not. I'm an independent. The only reason I voted for Trump in 2016 is because he wasn't Hillary. I believe Hillary is Satan. I don't believe she's the second coming of Satan. I don't believe she's second to Satan. I believe she is actually Satan reincarnated as a human being, if you can even call her that. I hate Hillary. I will tell you this, and this is just going into who I am as a person. While I don't agree with 100% of what she says, did you see that new thing that Tulsi and Rand Paul are doing in making it so presidents can't shut down the internet? That's a thing. Rand Paul, okay, of the Freedom Caucus, a Republican, and Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi is obviously, she was, in my opinion, the best candidate for Democratic. If Tulsi was the Democrat nominee for president, there's a good chance I would vote for Tulsi. Good chance. And my wife is way more Republican than I am. I think she would have still been for Trump. And Katie is also a Nazi and a white supremacist.
What?
Yes, Katie, just kidding, I'm a Jew. She married a Jew who's half black. I'm just kidding. No, I'm a Jew. I'm a Jew. So, I would have probably voted for Tulsi. It is what it is. Now, that's irrelevant. Right now it's Trump versus Biden. I know I'm watching this for entertainment, but Trump can literally get his ass beat, and I'm still voting for Trump. Because Biden, I can't get over his past. And I can't get over the fact that his son Hunter is the biggest piece of shit ever. The whole Ukraine deal, getting paid money for a job you don't really have. I just can't get over it. Now, Trump's done some stupid shit. But overall, I think he's doing a favorable job. I think he's done a pretty fucking good job as president. Just concerning, like when he came into office, North Korea was going to nuke us. You heard his shit from North Korea, even with a leftist media, right? Russia. The collusion, they have his tax returns. All they could say is he didn't pay enough taxes. I want to ask you guys this. If you had a way to legally not pay taxes, would you do it? Yeah, you would. Trump did. He was audited every single year since 2003, guys. Trump had nothing bad on his tax returns. Other than the fact, he used the loopholes every one of us would do if we had a team of $1 million attorneys and CPAs on our side. So with that said, I am 100% excited about tonight. My daughter texted me at lunchtime at school. Hey Dad, are we watching the debate tonight? A 14-year-old girl.
What time is it on?
I don't know. But we'll watch it. A 14-year-old girl is excited about a presidential debate. Am I afraid this country will spiral downhill if Biden wins? The only thing I'm live. It's back. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. So, with the lockdowns and where they are, I'm afraid that if Biden wins, a guy who literally wears a mask while riding a bicycle and outdoors, hopefully he's riding a bicycle outdoors, I'm afraid that Biden will encourage more lockdowns. And I believe that's the worst thing we can do for this country. I'm also worried that he will encourage more mask mandates. And I believe our country needs to open up. So if it wasn't for COVID, I would be less concerned about who wins presidency. But because of the extreme lockdowns, extreme government overreach we have seen because of COVID-19, I am 100% fearful that Biden wins and he will completely overreach on the government. Now, what I fear is that Americans have had enough of the lockdowns, had enough of the mask mandates, and it will turn into a civil war. And there will be southern states who are like, enough of this. So while we do have uprisings here or there, at least Trump is pushing to get our economy and our country back to normal out of these lockdowns by the year 2021, by the beginning of 2021. Whereas Joe Biden is pushing for more lockdowns, pushing to give more power to Fauci and other idiot little bullshit tyrants, which is why I believe this is a very important election. I believe that Trump is the right man for the job. If it wasn't for COVID, I would tell you flip a coin, pin a tail on a donkey, and fucking throw a dart at a board while blindfolded. However, with COVID-19, the lockdowns, the masks, and everything where it is, If you look at the freedom fighters, look at people fighting for freedom, they're usually going to be on the right side. Why? Because unfortunately it's become partisan. The left is for more lockdowns, the right is against lockdowns. So if you are tired of being locked inside, tired of having a muzzle over your face disguised as a mask, and tired of being told what to do if your business can or can't open, and being fined for simply trying to support your family, then you need to vote for Donald Trump. Because Joe Biden is a puppet. Joe Biden wears a mask while sitting on his own. Joe Biden is demented. He has dementia. And Kamala Harris has a track record of putting innocent people in jail so she can have more people working for the state of California for free. Well, kind of for free. So I am not a fan of Joe Biden. I am not a fan of these lockdowns. But I'll tell you this, if it wasn't for the lockdowns, even though he started it with his stupid 15 days to flatten the curve, I'll be voting for whoever. I wouldn't care. Because of the lockdowns, yes, 100% MAGA. It is what it is. Do I like everything he stands for? No. But do I like anything that Joe Biden stands for? I can't think of one thing I like. I'm pro-life. Okay, I'm pro-capitalism. I can't think of, I love my Second Amendment. I own guns and I love guns. And I believe in America's right to protect ourselves from criminals as well as tyranny. So, it's not that I love Trump, it's that I can't think of one thing that I like about Joe Biden other than the fact he's not Donald Trump. And nobody else can get, like, what do you like about Joe Biden? Obama. That's it. Anyway, questions. Don't vote for someone who's mentally disabled. I'll be sure to not vote for my wife. What's up, friend? What's up, Eric? I like that you're getting more political on this channel. It's triggering the right people and you gain a whole new fan base. So, I was inspired by Ian Smith, Attila's gym. I was inspired by the fact that he risked everything to keep his gym open and to make sure that, well, he was fighting for not just his business, but for small business. And I was also inspired by others who've taken stances within our industry. So I think it's my duty as an American to express opinion. If these celebrities can express their leftist opinion, I can express my independent centrist opinion. Unfortunately, being a centrist now means you're a Republican, and I'm not a Republican. I just don't like anything the left stands for at the moment. But I'm not a Republican. I refuse to say that I'm a Republican. I am voting Republican this year. And I did vote in the primary as a Republican because in the state of Tennessee, you are forced to choose. You cannot vote independent in a primary. Trump 2020, both of them are mentally disabled. I'm not going to argue that, Zilla. I think Trump is a little bit off his rocker. But then again, what billionaire isn't? Biden wants 30-minute breaks and refuses to have his ears inspected for earpieces. Low energy Joe. Yep. What do you make of The Rock coming out and endorsing Biden? That video is coming tomorrow. I actually filmed that video as Jason editing it. My opinion is it's weird. I'll give you the quick synopsis. It's weird, however, it doesn't make me not like The Rock. All right? Like, I don't want The Rock, not that he knows who. Actually, I have spoken on the phone with The Rock a couple times, believe it or not. In 2003, 2005 or 6, I used to send him Civation Extend. Yes, I sent it to his house in Florida at the time. So, he might remember me. He might remember me as a BCA dealer. But, I don't want The Rock to think less of me because I'm voting for Trump. And I'm telling you guys, you should vote for Trump too. Because I think he's right for the country right now. Biden needs TRT and Moderna. I think Biden is definitely on some prescription dementia drugs and other drugs to make him somewhat coherent. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Biden is going to smell everyone's hair. Yeah, he is creepy. I do think there's a little bit of a pedophile vibe going on with Biden. We the people need to stop the radical left right here and now. Time for a red wave. Take SCOTUS, the House. And I am all for ACB. I'm all for her being nominated for Supreme Court. I like her positions. I like the fact she drives a Honda Odyssey. And I like the fact that she is pro-life. And I like a lot of things that she stands for. And I've looked into her, and a lot of Republicans are against her because she's not right enough. That's good. I don't want right, I don't want left. I want the Supreme Court to do one thing, and that's interpret the fucking Constitution. I want you to interpret it. All right? That's it. That's your job. It's your fucking job. Don't be an activist. Be a Supreme Court justice. Uphold the United States Constitution. The Rock sold out to the establishment. Clearly, he must have dirt on him. He's always been neutral. Maybe. What about Marc Cuban? Everybody says he sold out to China. I think he just really fucking hates Donald Trump. And that's okay. I think, honestly, Cuban hates Trump so much, I think it has to do with a chick. I guarantee you they were banging the same girl back in the day, and Cuban's like, fuck him. Now, sloppy seconds. There's no way one man who has similar financial objectives as another man hates someone that much unless there's some bitches involved. Not surprised Dwayne Johnson has always stated he's a liberal, moderate but liberal. No, actually no. In fact, I always thought he was a Republican. I remember Goat Pilot. I love your name. If he said that. Trump is a POS. I'm not going to argue that either. I do think Trump's an asshole. And on my Twitter account, the Republicans and MAGA always yell at me when I call Trump for what he is, and that's kind of an asshole. But he's the better of the two assholes, and he's not a weird asshole. I actually like a couple of things he's done. Biden is a piece of shit. Biden is literally a piece of shit. I hate Joe Biden. And now that I learn more, I didn't know enough about him when Obama was in office because I didn't pay attention to politics as much. But look, dude, the fucking segregation thing is a deal breaker for me. I'm sorry, I hate racism. My bad. Trump is an alleged racist. I'm not going to argue Trump's not a racist. But he didn't literally fight against ending segregation, guys. And the 94 crime bill, how many innocent black men did that put in jail for life? Come on. Don't play this racist bullshit. They're both fucking racist. Who's more racist, right? Let's play that game. Joe is a proven racist. Trump's just a fucking angry old white guy. Trump's like that get off my lawn guy at this point in his life. Biden is bipartisan. Full of shit, no joke, but you can laugh. I don't think he's bipartisan. Maybe bisexual, but not bipartisan. I'm not sure about that either, but he does sniff a lot of hair. Do you think the liberal media telling the public about Trump's tax will cause a fatal blow? Everybody knows who they're voting for. Quantum Cat. I don't think there's one person voting in this election, not one person, who doesn't know who they're voting for yet. There's no undecideds. You've had fucking 3.5 years. This isn't like a normal election. And anybody who knows taxes knows that what Trump did, any of us would do. And that's pay as little bit of taxes as possible. And if you don't like that, you can, actually I know this. If you look at your tax return, or you even go on irs.gov, there's an address that you can send donations to. If you want to pay more taxes, you're free to do so. Trump did what any of us would do. He utilized every loophole to keep his company as liquid as possible. That's how companies are run. And the only people who don't get that are people who don't fucking run businesses. Sit this one out. Not you, Quantum Cat. I like you. You have a good name. Even if he had an ear mic, he still has to process the information for a response. If you had that long lag, it might be a hint. Maybe Goat Pilot. I love these names. No, because it was fake news. Read the article. It was very deceptive writing. They also debunked only paid $750 in tax in the same article. Yeah, I mean, if anything, the Trump taxes prove that he wasn't on the take from Russia. Think about that. By the way, guys, cheap product plug. Very expensive, actually. I have MTS Nutrition Sniper in here because I've had a shitty day. We had people here fixing our windows. Not only did they run into my Jeep and I have to get the trim fixed, they literally hit my car.
Well, that was the same thing.
They hit my car.
Yeah.
And they broke a window while fixing the windows. So now I have to go over it. So today, Katie and I just went on a walk, and I'm doing this because I can't process information enough to actually do office work.
Yeah, I'm happy to do office work.
Trump has done a great job. He kept America great. I think Trump's done a great job. I do. I think overall, other than COVID, which who the fuck knew that would happen? What is the stock market? It's back to what, 27.2 today? I haven't checked in the last couple hours. Go Trump 2020. I agree. Trump's healthcare plan. I mean, I think we're kind of seeing it. First was to get rid of Obamacare. I don't know much about it. I don't care. Anything's better than Obamacare. That raised our company's premiums by 48% while making our coverage shit. I used to pride myself on giving our employees the best free coverage ever. We cover all of our employees' health insurance. Obamacare made that impossible.
But we still do.
We still do, but it's not as good.
It raised our rates.
It raised our rates stupidly. New York Times even best diet for a trenbolone and insulin DNP cycle. Generally, probably formaldehyde because you're going to die. New York Times even admitted in the bottom of the article, Trump paid $1 million in 16. So here's the thing, Trump actually prepaid. There's something, see, here's the problem with idiots in the media and government not knowing how this shit works. At the beginning of every year, we have our estimated tax payments. What Trump did in that year, from what I understand, is he prepaid his taxes for the year, where he took estimated taxes and he prepaid them. And that's how it works. But unfortunately, all the idiots in the media are simply parasites who've never run anything. Like that Stelzer guy, that stupid bald Costanza-looking motherfucker on CNN or MSNBC or whatever he's on. Fuck that guy. He blocked me on Twitter. Lockdown again as they did back in March, especially the end of the winter flu. Quantum Cat, by all means, you can lock down. I'm going to get the fuck out of my house. I'm going to live in my red state. I'm going to carry a fucking gun while I do it, okay? Bernie would have won. I don't think so. I don't think America is ready for socialism. Bernie couldn't even win with his own party. You think, I love that. Bernie would have won. Dude, Bernie is old. Not only that, he couldn't even win with Democrats. You think he'd sway independents? Do you think we'll ever get Biden to join Joe Rogan? No, not a chance. Not a chance. That was a great call. And my brother said this a while ago, before this even happened. Joe Rogan could sway the election. That's how popular he is. Trump and Biden are both horrible. It's a sad day for America. The thing is, Big W, I've been hearing that since I was a kid. There's nothing new. There's nothing new. Every year, people say, every election year, people say, oh, this is all we have to choose from. Oh, America's bad. Dude, we, honestly, people have said that every year since I've been alive. From Reagan to Bush to, you guys fucking remember Dukakis, John Kerry, Al Gore? Guys, we always have the worst candidates. You're always going to think it's the worst moment in history. It's always stuck, oh, these two motherfuckers running? You're not saying anything I haven't heard for the past fucking 40 years, right? Or let's say 32 years since I've been able to remember. Hell no, Biden will never go on that podcast. You're right. As a Republican, she's the only one I was worried about. Tulsi, yep. We have a troll. There's a lot of trolls. Welcome to Twitter. I personally thought Trump would be a disaster in 2016. A pleasant surprise, especially foreign policy. Foreign policy is honestly why Trump gets my vote. 100%. That's why I would have... I don't know if I like Tulsi because she's a non-interventionist too. That'd be a tough decision. I'd probably go Tulsi. Definitely not watching the debate. Cringeworthy, just as Clinton versus Trump. Okay. I'm going to watch it because it's going to be fucking hilarious. How about paying tax for Israel all the time? Here's the deal. Israel is our ally in the Middle East. We have peace treaties coming in. That's not a determining factor in my vote. It just isn't. So what do you want to do? Do you want to bomb Israel? Like, what do you anti-Zionists want to do? Do you want to bomb Israel? Do you want to kill them? Do you want to, I don't know, sacrifice them at the altar? Maybe stone them? Maybe another Holocaust? Like, I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, Israel is our strongest ally. And you don't realize we need Israel because they have some great military technology. Will Biden make pedophilia legal? If judging by what they do in California, probably. No one cares, okay? That means you're doing parenting right. Good for her. Thank you, Tracy. 5 o'clock Pacific time, Katie.
What?
It's at 5 o'clock.
Oh.
Biden wants to mandate masks. Guys want to shut down America. Again, the lockdowns are one reason I'm 100% against Biden winning. I will campaign for fucking Trump to keep that old bastard out of fucking office. They're sabotaging you, Marc. Who's sabotaging me? The Jews? I'm lost. YouTube is always watching. Okay? Should Trump use the Secret Service to find the frequency of buying his earpiece and jam it? Or play Slipknot at full ball? I think the Slipknot idea, Angry Austrian, is a good one. Hell yes, Angry Austrian. Now see, I'm not the only one who liked that comment. You're commenting, so you do. In the end, the election does not matter. You know what really matters, Big W? I'm going to agree with you on that. What really matters is who you vote for locally. As we've learned during these lockdowns, the local elections, your governor is most important. Look at that piece of shit Governor Murphy, Cuomo, killing old people, sticking them in nursing homes. Look at the death rate in New York from COVID via Florida. Yet somehow, Fauci, that little piece of shit who needs fucking punched in the face, Fauci's out there saying that New York did it right, and he's really scared about Florida opening up. Where were you when they were killing old people in nursing homes, Fauci, you little piece of shit? Going to baseball games, putting your mask around your fucking chin. Come on. You guys can't tell you're getting played. Give me a break. Yeah, I'm with you, bro. But what really matters is who you elect as governor. I'll take Bill Lee from Tennessee or DeSantis from Florida over any of those liberal hacks. We all know you support Trump. Gee, Michael, I wonder what gave it away. The fact that earlier in this video I said I'm voting for Trump. I support what's best for America. And like I said, if Tulsi was involved, I would have probably given her my vote. Does your biggest hell brother kick ass, man? Dog, your biggest hell. Oh, thank you. Kamala got her way to the top on her knees. Yep, she's a slut. You're a fan of making money, though. Absolutely, I am. I make more money under Trump. Business is booming. Chris, amen. I did well under Obama, too. I'm not going to lie. Thanks, Willie. I met you and used to be a fan, Mark. Don't mix business and politics. Michael, I don't give a fuck if you unfollow me because of who I'm voting for. That's your problem, not mine. I don't need you in my life. If you need me in your life, if you don't want me in your life, that's your decision. But I'm not going to be held hostage by the fact that I can't express my opinion because I might lose someone who's met me in life. I will mix business and politics. And frankly, it's my business to speak about my country that's been so great to me. Because without dialogue, we cannot have opinion. Without opinion, we cannot have the First Amendment. And if you're so offended, why the fuck are you here, Michael? I don't need to hear that. If you want to unfollow me, please don't let the door hit you in the ass, but let the handle go in your anus. Nothing in life has changed, and I voted since I was 18 years old for both Republicans and Democrats. Amen, Big W. I love that. Kamala jailed people for weed, then asked who smokes, laughed in every American's face. What hypocrisy. Kamala is a piece of shit. Agreed. Considering all the woke corporations shove their ideologies down our throat, you just don't like them because it doesn't align with you. Amen. Guys, I don't have them on right. I still wear Nike. I still wear my Nikes. I still have Lululemon. Here's my Nike pants, right? I like my Nikes. I like my Nikes, man. Okay? I like it. I like Lululemon. I don't judge what I buy based on someone's ideology. And that's what makes America great, is that we can disagree, and it used to be we could have an argument and then go out for beers afterwards, right? Now, if you don't like me, I'm going to boycott your brand. It's like, fuck you. I don't want you in my life. I don't need your business if that's how you conduct yourself. I love my Nikes. I love my Nike sweats. I love them. I love them. I love them. These are my favorite pair of pants. I wear them every fucking day. Katie has to wash them at night because I like wearing them. They're my favorite. I'm buying another pair. I love my new Nike shoes, even though people say they look like space shoes. I love my Nike Super Reps. I love them. Just because you disagree with somebody doesn't mean you have to boycott them. Just don't watch my political shit. Just like I avoid any political statement Nike makes. Whatever. What do you think of the Ray from County Crush and Jay Masters beef? I think I've heard of Jay Masters. Is that one who went after me and Order 66 me? I have no clue who Ray from County Crush. Who are these people? Mark, what do you think on Trump's tax being leaked? I think he's awesome for not paying taxes. I think he did what every business owner tries to do, and that just means that's the guy I want in charge. Because he knows all. It's like the FBI hiring the computer hacker to keep their security system up. That's the guy we need. What we need is Trump to abolish the IRS. That's my next. What do you think about The Rock endorsing Joe Biden? I'll have an entire video up on that, but if you go back after this is done, I address that. Vote Trump, it's not a game. Gaining a whole bunch of white supremacists. Michael, I'm a fucking Jew. You fucking idiot. Why are you here? I am Jewish. Jews don't make good white supremacists. We just don't. I applied to be in the Ku Klux Klan, and they said, sorry, we can't accept your application. I said, you fucking racists. You fucking racists. How dare you? How dare you discriminate against me for being Jewish? I want to wear the white robe. I want to be like the Jewish Clayton Bigsby. You switch stance on your political beliefs from week to week, depending on what's more profitable. To quote Donald Trump, sad, very sad. I don't have political beliefs. I go with what's right. What have I switched? What have I switched? I'm going to ask, what have I switched? I've always been independent. Independent means I can switch. And if you haven't, give me an example and I'll explain it. Okay? Did you read the full New York? They literally, okay, Dwayne The Rock endorsed Biden. Yep. Mm-hmm. The live stream is sponsored by Raul. You are gone. Boom.
Fired up.
I am. Okay. I think you're a little bit off your cycle. Okay. Oh, here's a good one. Excuses. If you are a Trump supporter, bottom line, Trump garbage. Oh, Orange Man, bad. Steroid guy, bad. First of all, hopefully you're just typing fast on your phone, and that's not exactly how you speak. Second of all, I am a Trump voter. Doesn't necessarily make me a Trump supporter. That means that I am not a fan of Biden because he's a racist piece of shit. That's it. Yeah, we heard it before. Big Rob, fitness friends of the Rock. Okay, I have no clue what you're talking about. Trump 2020. Trump is my president, here to say. Trump 2020 all day. Hell yes, couldn't say the shit better myself. Love it, man. A Scally apprentice as well. Hey, Marc, boom, thanks for everything. Organization subs for joint health. Like, okay, here's what I like. I take MTS Nutrition Machine Motion. I take Ambrosia and Wendo. I'll stick MTS Nutrition Fish Oil. Okay, that's what I personally take, and I feel great. So that's what I recommend. Also, when you Elliot Hall's Hodge Twins do a patriotic collab. Hodge Twins and I have done collaborations, but that was before they were outwardly conservative, and that was before I was outwardly conservative. But hey, I'd love to do one. And I love Elliot too. Elliot's great. Pick yourself a patriotic t-shirt today. Trump 2020, yeah. Oh, he's doing a little LOL, it's 100% about China owning the NBA. Yeah, maybe. Oh, these are old. Okay, here goes. MAGA dumped Trump as a failed businessman and tax cheat. Okay. Tax cheat, he was audited every year from 2003. If he was cheating, he would be in jail. Or he'd owe a lot of money. Secondly, if I can be a business failure and have my name on the side of high-rises in every major city in the world, then I want to fail at business too. David, have you thought about how stupid you sound right now? Like, seriously, all of us who read this comment have become stupid. Sleepy Joe won't last 10 minutes tonight. Sounds a lot like my sex life, Judith. Trump says what needs to be said and doesn't try to please everybody. The fucking lockdown shit, I'm still mad at Trump for. He should have never done the 15 days. That was stupid. Just say no to Sleepy Joe. From Michael Rivera again, obvious genius. You clearly vote for Trump, Marc. Quit sugarcoating. I thought you were a real ass person, but you lost my respect. Good. I want you to leave. I don't like you. At the end of the day, no, actually, I don't mind if you support. If you're a Biden voter, I want you in my life. I want people in my life who have differing views. That makes us all better. The fact that you don't like people and you can't talk to people who have differing views than you shows that I don't want you in my life. I don't want you buying my products. I don't want anybody. Actually, you can. I'll take your money. But what a sad, sad excuse for a person you are. And yes, I am voting for Trump. I've said it 14 times. Trump never even paid for taxes. God, Michael, I'm about to let you go because you're stupid. The New York Times article says in 2016 he paid $1 million. In 2017 he paid 2.2, 4.2. The same article says he didn't. Stop reading headlines. Michael, okay. Trump is racist, a pedo, a rapist, and hates women. Okay. Is that why you're getting political? Because the Latino working on your windows hit your car. Michael, you are a racist sack of shit. He was an old white guy. Why did you assume that the guy working on my windows was Latino?
He was not.
He was not Latino. He was an old white guy.
White guy from Mississippi.
From Mississippi. You are a typical liberal. Liberals are the most racist people on earth. You just are. You can't help it. What other group of
Don't be mad. I'm downloading the CNN app because that's how they're streaming the thing tonight.
What other political group wants colleges to segregate into people of color and persons of not color? It's crazy. You're a racist, Michael. Sad. MAGA? Yep. Okay. Love your IG videos and the sauna and more frequent Q&A you do on YouTube. I watched the one where that Hulk guy was in. Awesome. Marc Lobliner for president 2024. Mm-hmm. Katie's all for me running for Congress.
Nah.
What?
Nah.
Oh man, I lost my place. Hold on. Oh man, this is too many things.
You must not know how to read.
No, it's scroll all the way down. Foreign policy taxes, First and Second Amendment, Trump 2020. Guys, if I missed your comment, it's because I'm sorry. Where'd the flag come from in your background? JDS, that is from Flags of Valor. At Flags of Valor.
Veteran made, that's called the home front flag.
It's called the home front flag. It's veteran made. So you're one of the shameful 39% that still approve of this guy. Sure. That makes me shameful. But if you're going to vote for an old guy who's been in government for 47 years and was against ending segregation and you're going to judge me, then that's cool. Are you voting for Trump? Yes. PA government has been a shit show, some of the worst. Are you a Bears fan or Tennessee Titans? I don't watch football anymore. Trump should use a frequency jammer to jam Biden's handlers' greetings from Germany. Where'd you get that made-up statistic? Proud to support Trump. Biden will get president. Maybe Biden's going to win. Biden. I'm glad you got that off your chest, bro. Kamala is BS. How is carbon culture? Carbon culture is amazing, man. I invite you guys to come train there any day. It'd be great to see you. But you have to pay. I don't have any control over that. I don't know in the gym. 8% national advantage. Trumpet's ready to get dragged out of the White House. Okay. I don't know. So I always wondered what motivates people to go that hard, like commenting 40 times. Like, what motivates you to do that? Like, what is your motivation? Your daughter is a monster that deadlifts more than a majority of Americans. Yes. Will you move if Biden wins? No. Fuck no. Why would I move? Guys, I'm not one of them liberals who's going to say they're going to move if Trump wins and then never moves. I'm going to stay my ass in America. Do you care about the Trump tax return? I don't think I'm really upset that he paid $750. He could have gotten by for $500. Kamala's a who bag, rat, lib. Trump 2020. Okay. Michigan for Trump. Thank you for keeping it real. Biden will win the debate. If he does, that's going to be fucking awesome to watch. Again, I don't think the debate's going to sway anybody's opinion. Americans, you guys can be lucky to have someone like Trump. What are the chances of Trump abolishing the IRS? I don't think it's going to happen. But, it is what it is. My guy fucking jacked. Game Dahmer, I'm not blocking you because of your opinions. I'm blocking you because your frequency of posting and you're annoying. So I'm taking you off. Bye-bye. This is not a free country in this page. This is definitely more like Nazi Germany run by a Jew. And Hitler was supposedly a quarter Jewish, so it makes sense. The Rock is a juice monkey liberal. Hey, watch the juice monkey stuff. That's my word. I'm Puerto Rican and voting for Trump. Fuck haters. Whoa. Should Trump attack Biden's dementia hard? Trump should go hard. They should both go hard on each other. That's what it's for. What herbal nootropics can Biden take tonight so he remembers who he is? I don't think it's herbal. I think it's going to be prescription. Biden is racist. One of the most racist people in American history, in my opinion. I think Biden will win. Okay. You're not black if you vote for Trump. That's what Biden says. When's it starting? I believe it's at 7 Central Standard. 8 Central Standard. Biden will get trust. Oh no, I voted for Trump and will again. I'm for what's right. Okay. How the fuck people want to vote for Biden seriously? And this is from someone who's obviously not from America. Because that is not fucking English letters. What exactly is appealing about Biden? I don't understand. Simple, he's not Trump. That's it. There's nothing, no one's voting for Biden. They're voting for not Trump. And that's fine. I get it. I'm not the biggest Trump fan either, but I get it. They're voting for not Trump. C.T. Fletcher for president, right to bear arms 2024. I could go with that. Do you see a problem that trucked over $20 million in personal investments for 2 years of his presidency? I do see, Charles, I do see that Trump has actually taken a huge pay cut. So what I do see, sorry about that, what I do see is Trump took a pay cut and lost a ton of wealth by being president. That's what I see. But we all want to see what we want to see, right? Right? Like, if you want to see bad things, you will see bad things. Trump 2020, Trump is millions of salads in debt. Again, Philip, if you don't own businesses, I encourage you to sit this one out. Because a business needs to show a loss at the end of the year. Or else you get fucked. Trust me, Katie and I know about being fucked. We got fucked this year. Jorgensen should be debating them tonight in my book. Jorgensen's a fucking idiot. The Libertarian Party's dead. Gary Johnson killed it, and it was never really alive before. And this comes as a man who used to be a registered libertarian. Holy shit. What should happen to people that went to Epstein Island? Well, assuming we can prove that something bad happened at Epstein Island, which I'm sure we probably can, they should be killed in a very painful way. You know what, guys? I think I'm going to cut it now. It's 3:40. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully this enlightened you a little bit, gave you some of my opinion, maybe got some talking points out there. And if you disagree with me, good. That's what America's about. We should be talking about things. We should be disagreeing. We should be engaging in conversation. All right? If you do agree with me, great. Buy more outright bars. Thanks for watching, guys. That's not a game.